And welcome back to Beaufort-West. It is freezing, but of course, much to get through. It was a weekend of celebration, and I think, speaking to some of the business people here, economically, it's been an absolute triumph because of the number of people, mostly members of the Patriotic Alliance, who descended on the town on Friday and stayed until yesterday. Quite a few of them I saw leaving yesterday, so it's been quite a busy weekend and good for business. But of course, there's the business of politics, and that always throws a spanner in the works. And we're here to find out exactly how things are progressing. We have had Gayton McKenzie's 100 days in office, and the municipality, of course, has to continue with its work because it's one of three municipalities within the central Karoo District municipality. I'm joined now by Sean Mayers of the Democratic Alliance. He's the caucus leader here in the Beaufort-West municipality. Sean, thanks so much for stopping by and speaking to us. Well, it's been quite an eventful weekend here in Beaufort-West. What's your assessment of it?
Well, we need... yes, it was a successful event. So let me just get... we had to start off, yes, it's eventful, and I want to start off that Beaufort-West municipality is a B municipality, and the Central District municipality is a C municipality. And Mayor Gayton McKenzie interferes with Beaufort-West municipality. Section 40 and Section 41 is very clear in the Constitution with regards to autonomy of any council or any municipality, which means somebody cannot interfere with the affairs of a municipality rather than have a good intergovernance with a relationship between them. We must be honest with it. At this swimming pool we are currently standing is that due to the drought we had in 2017, we had to close all the swimming pools within Beaufort-West, and after that we were hit with COVID, hence the fact the swimming pools weren't open for a couple of years. This current swimming pool only needed some paint and some fixing here and there, but we have another swimming pool which was the main promise was, and which were completely vandalized, and which were the most of our rural community members are using. It would have been great if they fixed that one instead of this one, which wasn't actually demolished or anything. Another fact also is we must look at the B municipalities' governance issue. The real issues are not addressed of service delivery. If we need to implement service delivery, we need to look at the finances of the municipality. How viable is service delivery? Our AG report for 1920 amounts to 420 million rand into unauthorized, irregular and fruitless wasteful expenditure, and 167 million in the previous financial year. But you see, all those are supply chain issues, fraudulent issues, which really need to be addressed and looked into. Our current financial status is very poor in the municipality. The revenue we get is between 8 to 10 million, and our expenditure bill only on salaries amounts up to 13 million rand, which means we are always in a deficit when it comes to service delivery. We also have very high unemployment rate here. The sustainability of the promises of Gayton McKenzie is very much questionable. But you see, politics is a game of perception, and he's selling that perception very, very well in this town. When we as a DA took over with our coalition partner, the KDF, in 2016, we took a poor municipality. Within 18 months we turned it around, and it turned out that we had a surplus after the coalition broke. So currently we are under a financial recovery plan, and we need to adhere to that recovery plan because it's captured and guided in the Municipal Finance Management Act.
So I need specifics. When you say that the district is interfering with the local municipality, exactly how has Gayton McKenzie interfered? Because I want to speak to him about it.
Yes, you see, the district municipality has its own mandate as a district municipality. The district municipality, after we governed there, we had 2 consecutive clean audits for the first time in the Central Karoo for the district municipality. He will be judged by the upcoming audit, which starts next month on his running of the district municipality. So we will be waiting the outcome of the audit general with regards to that. But the district municipality has its own mandate. For example, they have the 8,000 kilometers of all the gravel roads together, which is one of the sole responsibilities for the farm roads, etc., which needs to be maintained by the district municipality. When it comes to service delivery of the community, that's our municipality, Beaufort-West's municipality's responsibility, which they are governing there, which means his focus should be at the district municipality clearly, but not so much as at the Beaufort-West municipality.
I'll put that to him. Let's talk about Beaufort-West municipality and your disclaimed audit. What's going on? Why are the finances in such a dire state, one, but your bookkeeping seems to be equally dismal?
To be honest with you, due to cater deployment, we have people in our finance department without qualifications. We have people on our supply chain who doesn't follow the protocol or legislation with regards to follow supply chain issues. We are in the danger of running unsolicited bids. For example, we are buying tar from not really proper registered companies at the moment. We are looking at...
Who's buying the tar? Who's doing all of that?
The municipality.
Of which you are a part of as the Democratic Alliance?
As opposition, of which I'm a part of in the opposition bench.
So what is happening? Are you saying to me they're running roughshod over you? You have no say? Things are just happening while you are watching?
Well, in the council, it's a numbers game. Everything we put to vote, and we are only like 4 councillors, and when it's to vote, then the majority takes the vote.
And while you were in coalition with KDF, at some point, were things any better?
Yes. There were turnaround strategies. Things were starting to get better during 2016, the beginning of 2017. After the coalition broke, the municipality has downgraded very much.
So with regard to that, the fraud that happened with regard to KDF leader, there were a few other people as well, the mayor who were involved, and a subsequent case that the Hawks had to swoop on. Where were you in your oversight role when all of that was happening?
Well, that case was, that charge was done by the Democratic Alliance themselves. So that was part of our oversight responsibility. You see, the only thing we can do is take all the issues to court. That's the only way we can defend, to safeguard our community's finances. Because everybody's paying their taxes, most of the people are paying their taxes. We are so bankrupt in this municipality, and we are the highest rate payers within the Western Cape. For example, we are the poorest of the poor. If you buy 10 rands electricity, you get 1.3 units.
You do that, but at the same time, business establishments and wealthier members of the community, if the reports are anything to go by, get away with it, whereas the poorest of the poor get their electricity cut off. How do you guys preside over such?
I just told you earlier that our finance department, the people are not qualified to do their jobs. Many of our businesses, including some of us, we are getting bills which are not correct. For example, I know about a lady, first couple of months her bills is a couple of thousand, the next month it's 1.2 million. So very much of these businesses' accounts are incorrect. We lost some court cases with regards to that. There is the litigation issues with regards to that. The municipality owes already more than R500,000 rand with regards to that. And it's mounting because some businesses are taking us to court because the electricity were cut without consultation. They know about the problems with the incorrect bills these members see. Now they had to pay to keep their businesses open and to have their cash flow flowing. So the only way for them afterwards is to take us to court.
Yeah, because they can. Unfortunately, the poorest of the poor can't take you to court, so there's no consultation with them. When you cut them off, you cut them off. You don't go and consult with them.
See, at the end of the day, who's going to pay those litigation costs? It's the money of the poorest of the poor.
Yeah. And, it's that story of, some animals being more equal than others. But, yeah. So it goes. The class issue is one that comes into very stark contrast here, and we'll talk more about it. You'll hear of stories of the flying field as I watch one of these aircrafts hovering over that was sold at just about a pittance. And now, because you look at the strategic importance of transportation in an area such as this, and suddenly you find out you actually don't own that facility anymore. It's in private hands, and it's probably going to be sold on. And if the municipality wants it back, they're going to have to pay a whole lot more than what it was sold for. And similarly, tracts of land around this municipality literally handed over to people in this municipality. So the rot runs deep. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back. Gayton McKenzie also coming up after this.